I've been excited about this video for a long time. Finally got to it. These are my 5 steps to gain control of your life. I call it my 5 pillars. This is how you become disciplined. And we're just going to get right into it. Pillar 1 is desire. Why desire? When you want something and you really want it, you stop thinking. You just act. Good example, let's say you're hungry and you desire food. You don't have to motivate yourself to go get some food. You don't. You just go get food. You go, right? And that's predicated on the fact that we don't think and feel coherently. You can't integrate the two to make it one collective unit. You can't. If you think, it's structured, it's organized, and it's logical. Everything's predicated on logic. If you feel, everything's predicated on impulse, your reaction. You're not thinking. Here's another good example. If you have a partner and he or she gets you upset, you can either think and say, okay, I'm upset right now. I probably shouldn't respond, because if I respond, I may say something out of line. Or you can feel. And when you feel upset and you react based on that feeling. And so now you're screaming. Now you're going to say something that you're going to regret in about 35 minutes, right? So you don't think and feel coherently. It's oil and water, doesn't mix well, choose one. When you desire something, you feel. And you're probably thinking, well, isn't it bad to feel? Isn't it impulsive? It is. But I like to teach you how to take the bad and gain leverage. So here's the thing. When you desire something, we agree that you feel. I need you to desire, let's say you want to become successful, you want to get in shape, whatever it may be, have that desire. Have that desire, and what's going to happen is you're going to get an influx of emotion. You're going to feel, I really want this, I really want this, I really want this. Next one. Once you feel, you get emotional. Yes? When you get emotional, here's the beauty of all of it. When you get emotional, your thinking mind shuts off. You don't need to psych yourself into taking action. Your thinking mind shuts off completely and you just go. So here's an example. Let's say you look in the mirror. You are disgusted by how you look. It's disgusting. You look awful. And you desire to be healthier, to be in better shape. So much so, the next thing you know, you're either out working out or you're at the gym. Has anyone ever experienced that? Hands up, I sure have, right? So that's how you use that as leverage. People think you have to think your way into going to the gym. That's not how you do it. You don't think your way into taking action. You just take action, which is difficult for some people, which is why my 5 pillars is predicated on the hard. Let's take the hard and the bad, gain leverage, boom. And now we have results and we progress. So 1, desire. Desire leads to influx of emotion. Influx of emotion leads to not thinking. Not thinking means you can take action despite imperfect conditions. You just go. You react based on emotion. So if you're extremely insecure, you hate how you look, you're upset with your body, you're upset with your life, you can't stand the fact that you're this and this and this, you have no money, you have no this, you're not successful, just desire something. Desire success. Desire the dream life. Desire the most sculpted body you can possibly imagine. Feel the emotions, let it run up to where you stop thinking. All you can focus on is the emotion. Now that you feel, you're going to feel angry, sad, a little motivated. Pillar 3, motivation. Oh, excuse me, that would be pillar 2. So first pillar, desire leads to emotion, which means you are naturally motivated. Yes? Naturally motivated. Motivation is a spike of emotion or a feeling that temporarily shuts off all logical thought and you take action despite everything going on in the world. That's a good way to think about it. That's a good way to think about motivation. Okay? Now that you're naturally motivated, you don't need to ask, how do I get motivated? How can I become motivated? How do you stay motivated? You just did it. By just looking in the mirror, being disgusted by yourself, shutting off your logical brain, entering your emotional feeling brain. Now you're motivated. That's pillar 2. Pillar 3, action. Once you're motivated, It opens the door. The window of opportunity has opened for you to take action. You must act now. You feel that influx of emotion? Stop thinking. The more you think, the more you psych yourself out. And the more you don't act. You have leverage right now. You have all the leverage in the world. You have all the power in the world. Use it to your advantage. Do you understand me? So take action. That's pillar 3. The windows are open. The door is open. You need to be careful, because if you don't act now, you have to repeat pillar 1. You've gained leverage. You don't have momentum yet. We'll get to that. You don't have momentum, but you do have leverage. So now act. Go. Just go. Feel that? Feel disgusting? Go. Focus on the feeling. Keep feeling how disgusting you are. Keep feeling how insecure you are. Keep feeling how unhappy, unsatisfied you are. Take action. The next one. Once you take action, you need to repeat. Repetition. That will be the 4th one. Repetition and consistency is the 4th pillar. After you take action, you got to do it the next day. How do you do it the next day? You repeat. That's all. You remember the feeling. You use that. You harness it. Use it as leverage. Again, you're not going to think your way out of your circumstances. You're not going to think your way out of some nonsense, out of your shitty environment, out of your terrible upbringing. You can try. You end up feeling anxious and emotional. End up feeling depressed. Whatever it may be, you can try to think your way out of it. And I guarantee you won't act. Please don't wait for perfect conditions. This is why I devised these 5 pillars. All right? Consistency, repetition, 4th pillar. You just have to repeat. That means the next day, go look in the mirror and say, I'm not done yet. You can reward yourself. That's the whole point, right? If you want to train a behavior, you don't punish, you actually reward. That's the best way to train dogs. And so we'll incorporate that for us humans. Reward yourself. Let's say you go to the gym and you haven't trained in a while. Okay, let's just say you walk on the treadmill, go in the sauna for 10 minutes. The reason I use getting in physical shape is because it's the easiest example. And who doesn't want to be healthy and be in good shape, right? After you accomplish a goal, complete a task, reward yourself. So that the next day you can look forward to doing it again just for the reward. So what I mean by that is, let's say you go to the gym. You do whatever you have to do. You don't have to exert 100% force and energy. Remember, you're just starting out. I'm assuming that you're just starting out here. Because if you're focused on motivation and discipline, I can assume that you don't have that built yet. You don't have a foundation nor a structure. And so you're just a chaotic mess. Reward yourself by giving yourself something you enjoy. So if you want a slice of a small cupcake, give yourself rules. Hey, I can only eat a piece of this cupcake after I go to the gym, after I accomplish this task, after I acquire this goal, whatever it may be. Micro, remember? Last video I talked about micro habits. Implementing micro habits to where it's so achievable that you're like, wow, I'm actually progressing. You don't think it's impossible. Your depth perception is clear. The goal isn't too far away from you, but rather it's just right here. It's like, oh, okay, I can grab it. Boom, mine. That's my goal. Thank you for that. I'll take that win. You're a bad boy. Yeah, you're a bad girl. Okay? 5th pillar, discipline. So, you don't have to work on motivation. You don't have to work on discipline. They naturally come if you just practice desire, understand the emotion, act, repeat. That's all you have to do. Desire, influx of emotion, logical brain shuts off. Once the logical brain shuts off, you have leverage. You can act. Because there are so many times in your life, I can guarantee you, because it damn sure happened for me, where I'll feel, and I'm not even thinking, I just act on the feeling. If I feel embarrassed, I'll act on the embarrassment. If I feel shy, I'll act on the shyness. If I feel angry, I'll act on the anger. If I feel happy, I'll act upon the happiness. My actions were predicated on the feeling. It's happening all the time, so we can use that. We can harness that power to progress upwards. Very simple, not overly complicated by any means. Desire, emotion. After that, what's next? Motivation comes naturally. You're naturally motivated. Desire, motivation, done. Motivation you don't have to work on. I just need you to feel something. Want something. Imagine it. Want it so bad. Want it bad. Want it bad. And want to get out of your freaking shitty situation. That's all I need you to do. If you want to be motivated, Don't be like, oh, it's time to get hyped. Stop. Stop watching motivational content. Stop watching these dramatic cinematic videos of someone talking like, you are the best. You'll see how great I am. Shut up. Just want something bad. Want something so much that motivation is just something that comes naturally, which it will. Again, I broke motivation down as such. It's an influx of emotion where you enter a space where for a temporary moment, you don't think and you feel, and your actions are predicated on such feeling. That's motivation broken down. Yes? Motivation. After motivation, I need you to repeat. Take action and repeat. Once you take action, reward yourself. It motivates you to show up the next day to do it again. You need something to look forward to. The reason why a lot of people give up on their goals is because they don't have anything to look forward to. They go to the gym one day and they're like, wow, I look the same. And they get unmotivated. And they're like, well, this is going to take forever. They don't have a reason to keep going. It's not exciting. Now, if you reward yourself, you have something to look forward to. You wake up and you're like, I can't wait to go to the gym. I'm going to eat a bag of Takis or a bag of hot Cheetos today. Look, it's okay. We're implementing little micro habits. We're looking at long time horizon here. On a long time horizon, we're going to win. It's going to be green. We're going to progress and we're good. I'm not worried about short term. You can cold turkey it if you are that dangerous. If you are that capable, that competent, then you are just some type of samurai ninja warrior who is a monster. You can go cold turkey. You're fine. Go cold turkey. Scrap everything and change up your lifestyle. But the problem with that is, I guarantee you, if you're not capable, you'll do it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Next thing you know, you're bored of it and you're like, let's go back. Now you're picking up bad habits already, your old habits. So why do that? Why go 100 steps forward just to go back when we could just go one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time? Long enough time horizon, guess what? We're 100 steps forward. Wow. If you went cold turkey, went all in, you just took 100 steps forward and now you're here. Yes? We're focused on leverage here. We're focused on using things that are bad, taking it, turning it good, and transforming our lives. Once you take action, please reward yourself. Do something that'll make you feel good, because it will be the reason you do it again the next day. It will be the reason why you desire again the next day. And again, motivation naturally comes when you desire something, and you don't need to focus on motivation. Please let go of motivation indefinitely. It's stupid. Focus on the desire. When you focus on the desire, you'll be just fine. So please reward yourself. So you build this framework of, okay, if I get it done, if I go to the gym, I'm going to be a bad boy. I get to look in the mirror. I get to go home. I get to look in the mirror like, you bad boy. And you reward yourself. Okay? And then the fifth pillar is discipline, that you don't even need to work on. Because discipline will happen if you repeat. Congratulations, there's the fifth pillar. And so, technically speaking, this isn't 5 pillars. This is not a 5-step plan to take control of your life. It's actually desire, action, repeat. It's actually a 3-step plan. Motivation and discipline will come naturally. What a beautiful thing, is it not? Those are my 5 pillars. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to work for everyone, but it's definitely worked for me. And it's using things that have hurted me in the past. And I'm like, okay, if it hurt me, can I take it? And possibly, can I harness its power to progress upwards? Is it a possibility? And the answer is yes. It's definitely worked for me. If you are in a spot where you're unmotivated, you don't know what to do, you don't know You don't know what to do. You're screwed. You don't have discipline. You can't get anything done. Try it out. Because you don't need to think. And most of our problems result from thinking a little too much. This brain was meant to find problems. Excuse me. This brain was meant to identify solutions, not create problems. Except now we've warped reality. We've taken reality, we've warped it. And now this beautiful thing, this problem-solving mechanism is now a problem-finding mechanism. That's not the case. Don't find a problem, solve a problem. Find a solution. Don't bring more problems. This brain is meant to help you solve, not create more freaking problems. Problems are going to come. The world is problematic. It's tragic. You're not going to feel good. You're not going to want to do anything. Please, for crying out loud, use this for what it's intended for. To solve problems. Okay? We always have a hard time with motivation. Please remember that you don't have to exert a lot of energy when you want to enter something. Baby steps. The more energy you exert, the more you're going to realize, like, oh my gosh, I have to exert this much energy over this amount of time. Can I even do it? And you start burning yourself out. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I can't do this. Well, because you're going full force. There are only a select few individuals in this world that can go full force, 100%, 180%, 200% every day. And if you are not that individual, it's okay, because I'm not either. 200% a day? For how long? Maybe a week, maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. But beyond that, oh my gosh, right? And so if you adopt these pillars, I'm going to give you tips and tricks to help you stay on the right path. So I'm just going to review the pillars one more time. Desire. Desire equals emotion. Emotions equal no thinking, just feeling. Feeling equals action despite perfect circumstances, despite what you think, you just go. Yes? Are we following here? This is some golden stuff, man. This is some golden stuff. Desire, emotion, natural motivation, action and repetition, discipline, done. Very simple. If you couldn't catch that, just review the video. It's very simple. Now, small habits that you can integrate are as such. Take days off. That's a reward itself. Take days off. You hear people say, take no days off, no days off. Okay. Well, those people are the 1%. If you are not the 1%, I assume you're the 99%. And so I assume that that's not going to work for you because you've tried it. And no days off lead to burnout. That's just my assumption. And so if you don't want to burn out, take days off. I predicate a lot of things on sleep. Let's just say I have a bad night's rest. Okay, I'm resting that day. Because the amount of energy I have to exert, the amount of things I have to do just to get the task done is amplified. I have to freaking put 3 times the amount of effort for the same results when I can just rest. The next day I can be well rested, exert all the energy I need, allocate a certain amount of energy, and get the same results. It's less work. It's more leverage on my side, and that means win. Momentum builds when you repeat. This is important. As a rocket is flying upwards, it's the momentum that keeps it going. Pushing through the stratosphere and entering the cosmos. The moment that rocket loses momentum, it's game over. When an airplane takes off, boom, full force, go, 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 and don't let off the pedal. Go, 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 go. And then it's in the air. When you lose momentum, you crash. Been there, done that. Trust me, the worst thing is to lose momentum. And you gain momentum by repeating. That's it. Desire, yes. Desire, action, natural motivation, repetition. When you repeat it long enough, I guarantee you will naturally gain momentum. Because now something that was once difficult, like showing up to the gym, it's starting to get easier day by day. Why does it get easier? Why is it that you don't even have to think about it? It becomes cyclical. It's a pattern. It's a habit that's now engraved deep. And then when it's engraved that deep, you don't need to allocate that much energy towards it. You just go. You're like, oh, well, I'm here at the gym. Remember at one point, you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do at the gym? Oh my gosh, I gotta do this. I gotta drive to the gym. I gotta do all of this. Remember how stressed out you were? And then now, 7, 8 days in, look at you. You don't even need to psych yourself out no more. You're there. And look at you training. Congratulations. You get to go home, call yourself a bad boy or a bad girl. Reward yourself and repeat it tomorrow. Congratulations, you are disciplined. I don't care what anyone says. Discipline is not easy, no matter how they make it seem. Everyone that is disciplined, if we look at some of the greatest people in the world that are like they're extremely disciplined, like they're a whole nother breed of danger. It's because it's a freaking habit. It's a pattern that's so deeply engraved in their psyche that they don't even need to think about doing it. They wake up, get to work. Wake up, get to work, go hustle. Because they've done it for so long, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You need to repeat the game momentum. And don't be afraid to take days off. Days off doesn't mean you lose momentum. Days off means you take that as a reward so that tomorrow you desire to do it again and you're well rested. And so you can actually give it more effort. There's no point. Let's say you don't sleep for 24 hours. And you've been up for close to 28, 29 hours. There's no point for you to go to the freaking gym. Hey, rest. Because one, your workout's going to be terrible. You have no energy, so you're going to lift smaller weight, lighter weight. Volume's going to decrease. Intensity's going to decrease. And you just spent time. Something that you can't buy back with $5 billion. Not a second of time. So get some freaking rest. If you don't feel good, rest. And that is not to be confused with being lazy. Don't be lazy. How do we even combat laziness? Laziness falls into that category of vices, right? So for example, this seems to be the pattern often. A vice starts with one thing: free time. Here's a good example. You work a 9 to 5. You go home. Once you're home, you have free time. You have free time, so you're bored. You're bored, so you start doing things to stimulate your mind. Turn on Netflix, turn on the TV, scroll through social media. You stimulate your mind, and your mind says, this feels good. Dopamine rush. Boom! I want to feel even better. Crack open a bag of chips. Boom! More stimulants. Beer, soda. Boom! More stimulants. After that, you're fully stimulated. Oh man, let's take it to the peak. Let's go for the full dopamine rush. Vice, whatever the heck that might be. I don't know what skeletons you have in your closet, but whatever vice you have, I'm pretty sure that's the buildup. And so to get away from being lazy and falling victim to your vices, you just need to occupy your time. If you have a moment where you can sit down and just fuck off, go outside and walk. Just go outside and walk. Walk. Just walk. Do something. Occupy this mind of yours. I need this mind to be thinking. I need this mind to be occupied. Because if it's not occupied, guess what? It's going to act upon feeling. You feel bored. You feel like you want to stimulate. You stop thinking and you start stimulating. And next thing you know, you're like, oh no. Now I'm back day one tomorrow. Which leads me to my next topic. Stop freaking counting. It's not day one, just stop counting. If you're counting, you're trying to keep track of how long you went so that you can track when you stopped. Oh, I made it 14 days this time and I broke on the 15th day. Stop. Just go. Just go. Stop tracking and just go. This isn't my 5th day in a row at the gym. This isn't my 30th day in a row at the gym. This is just another day at the gym. This is just another day hustling. This is just another day getting the work done. It's very simple. Don't overcomplicate the simple things, because when you identify how simple things are, you're going to realize how easy it is to just progress upwards. Like, it's literally that easy. When you use the bad and you take it, and it's now leverage. Leverage, again, is less output for the same amount of input. You allocate less energy, you get the same results. Who doesn't want that? If I taught you 2 ways to make $1 million, option one, you have to work 24 hours and you don't get to sleep, or option two, you work 8 hours and you get to sleep and the result's the same. Which one will you choose? The easier one. I'm all about the path of least resistance. It's not lazy, it's freaking smart. You can coherently join. You can work smarter and harder. So now when you have leverage, if you hustle even harder, put in more energy, you allocate all your energy. Oh my gosh, you're a monster. And just watch how fast you spiral upwards. So now a goal that you were going to achieve in 9 months, you reduced it down to 4. If you work hard and smart. And that's what we're all about here. We don't want to do stupid shit. We want to do good stuff. Smart stuff. Things that will actually help you. So those are my 5 pillars. Again, key points. Use desire to gain emotion to shut off your logical brain. Once you gain emotion and you're feeling influx of emotion and you shut off your logical brain, please take action. You have leverage now. Act. Do it now. You have it. Motivation is done. Act. You're naturally motivated already. Again, motivation is temporarily feeling so much that you don't need to think and you go. You got motivation. If you build desire, you have motivation. I need you to act. Once you act, the window of opportunity opens. You got to repeat. Please repeat. Tomorrow, repeat. Repeat. Make it easy by rewarding yourself. Reward yourself with something that makes you feel good, motivated, so that you can do it again tomorrow. So that you look forward to doing it again tomorrow. Accomplishing the task tomorrow. Acquiring the goal tomorrow. Use reward. It's the best way to train a behavior. You don't punish yourself, you reward yourself. That's how you train a behavior, baby. That's how you get a behavior engraved. And then you are naturally disciplined if you just do those things. Simple. It's that simple. Take days off. When you don't feel good, don't confuse that for lazy. Use your brain. Okay, I don't feel good. If I try this, I'm going to work extra hard and I'm not going to have half the results. But if I rest, I can wake up, do it, put in all the energy I got. I'm well rested, and so the results come. Full force. Don't be stupid. Be dumb. Don't be stupid and dumb. Be smart. I'm sorry. You know these videos are one take, so if I slip up, you know, right? You guys got this, man. It's not difficult. If you need someone to hold you accountable, sometimes that helps. Because sometimes if we have someone to drag you, it helps. You hear all the time, you can take a horse to the water, but you cannot make it drink. B.F. Skinner, behavioral psychologist, says, well, if I bleed the horse, work it to death, leave it out in the sun, I promise you it will drink. And so that's predicated on this idea that if you want to act, it's all on you. And if you want to put yourself into a position where you must act, then you will act. So let's say maybe you're out of shape and it's hurting your family. And let's say it gets so bad to where your family becomes out of shape and you ruin your family. You've just put yourself in a situation that's like, dude, I have to act now. Look at my wife, look at my husband, look at my children. They're a manifestation of me, a reflection of me. I'm ruining them. And so you have now worked the horse, left it out in the sun, and now this horse needs to drink, and the horse is you. You now must act. You're going to want to act. We don't want to act until it's too late, right? We don't want to get in shape until we find out we're diagnosed with freaking diabetes or cancer or some type of freaking health problem. We always act when it's too late. So don't let it be too late. Act now. Do it. And use those tips to help you. Hopefully this content was of some value to you. Hopefully something I said turned the light bulb on and said, okay, well, let me try that out. When you try that out, if it does work for you, let me know. It's definitely worked for me. All right. Talk soon.